We're the Junkies and JP. That's under our skin. Stay tuned. We still got the stock report. We're the Junkies.
Those were the days.
The music in the background, the dialects, the PG County dialects.
I don't think we could go a minute. We were not capable of going a minute without saying it's a show.
Oh, it's just classic stuff.
And the accents. Oh, my God.
I seriously, I can't keep a straight face when I listen to that stuff.
I had
Valdez,
the idea. It
props
was
to you for finding it.
It was too much work, but I had this idea at the beginning of the year that when we did Throwback Thursday that we would do some of these old school segments, and that's what we're going to try and do today. But I don't think I can deliver it with the passion that I used to back then.
We can't.
Because we used to, like, blow our gasket. Because I'll tell you what's under my skin.
Matured.
Let me lead off. I'll lead off.
We had energy. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what's under my skin. My guy for the last 4 years in the NBA, Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. But he's starting to get my skin. They're actually touting stories of him practicing. Like, that's a big deal. They lose the first game, and this is a headline story on ESPN that he is taking shots. Isn't that what you're supposed to do as an NBA player? Like, this is a big deal. And apparently he's yelling to himself, they say I ain't hungry. I'm out here. They told me I have no drive. I'm out here. They call me a coward, putting in work. Is this a story that's an NBA player is taking shots? Isn't it a normal part of the NBA ritual to have a shoot around?
Yes.
So I guess he's taking shots, and he's yelling to himself, and he's making it out like he's the villain, like everyone's hating on him. I don't think that's the case.
You're a little bit down on KD now. You still love
kind of getting under my skin because it's not a big deal. Plus, he left to go to Golden State. Easy way out.
A lot of bitching and
He's going to
moaning.
win a title. Big deal. You're playing with Steph Curry. They were one game away from winning it all last year. They won it the year before.
That's what I said.
Big deal.
That's what I said.
KD's actually getting under my skin.
All right, boys. I've been saying for 5 or 6 years, maybe even 10, Drabby, that all kickers, mostly college, should be put on a captainless, rudderless cargo ship and sent full power into the Indian Ocean. And what happens after that, I don't care. All right, they've become the most unreliable athletes in sports, all sports, kickers. And they're becoming like quarterbacks. There's only a few good ones. I don't think there's any good ones in college, by the way. Here's a few examples. Now, this, again, it's from a gambling perspective.
Of course, fantasy bitterness or gambling bitterness.
It's gambling bitterness. But 2 weeks ago, Air Force Hawaii. All right. I had Air Force in a moneyline parlay, Valdez. That means Air Force just has to win in regulation.
All they got to do is win.
Hawaii is terrible, especially when they play on the mainland. Air Force never loses games at home. The kicker misses a 30-yarder at the end of regulation, would have won the game. What happens? It goes to overtime. Hawaii wins. Loser. Last week, I had the Cal-Oregon under 96 in a tease. What's that mean? The game just has to finish under 96 total points. The game is tied at 42 all. End of regulation. What happens with the Cal kicker? Misses a 41-yarder. Loser. Goes to overtime. 50-49 was the final score. I lose. Thank God I didn't have money on this game. But how about the NC State kicker a few weeks ago against Clemson? Kyle Bamford. This was 3 weeks ago. He's got a chance to basically knock Clemson out of the playoffs with a easily.
Chippy.
It's a chip shot, it's a layup, it's a 30-yarder. This is what that sounded like.
Kyle Bamford from 33 to knock off number 33. Nope. No good. Missed it.
Look, in the NFL, it's not much better. Drabby stayed up and watched the Seahawks last Sunday night against Arizona. Both kickers, Canizero and Hauschka, that's a terrible last name, Hauschka, both missed layups, I think 24, 25 yards to win those games. Both missed them. Kickers are the worst. There's a couple that are pretty good. Vinatieri's good. D-Hop here in D.C. is good, although he missed one last week. But for the most part, especially in college, if you're a gambler, you cannot rely on a college kicker.
On them.
They are god-awful. They all get under my skin.
It's show, Lurch.
It's a show.
It's a
You're
show.
offended.
I liked your underskin.
I
A lot
hate
of
'em.
passion.
And I guarantee you, at least one kicker this weekend will whore me.